I just loaded this stream up. I'm gonna hop in Discord when we're done, but come join the chat and
I'll
be
be in the stream.
my emotional
Yes,
support
don't
through
hit me
this.
up. I'll be in the stream.
Okay, I'll talk to you later or during the stream.
Yeah, that's fine.
Peace out.
Same.
Alright. I've been abused enough. My squishy. You need to chill out. Okay? This is an emotional stream. Highly sensitive information will be shared. Okay. I've got the replay all loaded up. We're ready to do this. We're doing an emotional emergency VOD review. I hear a rattling noise almost like a fan. Oh, you probably do hear my fan actually, because I don't think on this scene I have the input capture with my filter. Give me a second, I might be able to fix that. Maybe not. Hold up. Oh, here it is. Did that make it better? Hopefully it did. Yeah, okay. I forgot to add that filter on this. I need to actually add the equalizer too, because my next scene has the audio all set up properly, but I'll have to do it on this one too. Okay. Now that my fan is out, we have Post Traumatic Plat Disorder, and that is where my losses lately have dragged me down so low that I was in an Ascendant 3 average lobby, and my teammates were under the impression that it's the same as Eternus. And I'm going to show you all exactly what the difference is in split second decision making and recognizing that your play was bad and improving upon it. Okay? This is like a huge separator between the highest level of the game and the almost highest level of the game, and we think we're good enough, so we stopped improving. So we're in this rank. So bear with me. It was a very tilting experience. So this is going to be technically an Ascendant coaching VOD review because it is an Ascendant lobby. Because my elo has just dropped so far lately. Trigger warning, bad gameplay ahead. Oh yeah, I'm also playing Mo and Krill. We're gonna look at it from my perspective on like my 7th game on Mo and Krill in an Ascendant lobby, which is a terrible place to be learning a new hero, but it was a good time. It's gonna be terrible gameplay, but even worse gameplay from my team's decision making, and it was an incredibly tilting experience. So this is it. Here we go. Let's take a quick look here. You've got me going 3 and 9 and doing, you know, almost the same amount of damage as my Ivy, my 7, and my Viper. And then we've got Calico, which was the only competent player on our team. And the one chance we had at winning the game, we abandoned her. And it's still terrible. How do you adapt to bad teammates? Glowstone, I wish I knew. I thought I knew until I had this game off stream yesterday. And then now I don't know. I think the only way you adapt is by playing the best game you possibly can and not get tilted. Try and use them as chess pieces, and that is true. So, okay, let me tell you what I should have done differently that may have changed the outcome of this game. My squishy says make good comms and be confident. That's part of it. We've joked about this all the time. So you have to glaze your teammates, and that will make them listen to you. And I didn't do that this game because I thought it was a chill enough game. But then when I called out a bad play and I said, hey, this was a terrible play, because I was hoping that by saying this and the way that I said it would bring up a constructive conversation on how we could all admit we just made a very terrible play and we wouldn't do it again. And instead it incited some argument, and my whole team doubled down on the fact that their terrible play was actually the right play. And then we lost the game. So I think what I should have done differently is I should have done a whole lot more glazing in the early game. Then they would have listened to me when I told them it was a bad play. And it wasn't until I told them that I was a Turnus and that Calico actually recognized me. Calico recognized the channel, said he loves the videos that we put out. And Calico recognized me and actually defended me. It was like, no, this guy's actually really good at the game, that my team bit their tongues. But yeah, what my squishy says is the epitome of what happens in this game. MOBA games will have a few critical moments and you gotta seize it. This game had 2 of them and we seized neither and we lost the game. Gotta take those mom spaghetti moments. Exactly. As the one late great Eminem said, knees weak, mom spaghetti. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks mom spaghetti to drop bombs, but he keeps mom spaghetti. And, you gotta seize those moments. Okay, let me show you the horrendous experience that I had last night. This is the difference between Ascendant and Eternus. And Glowstone, I think there's 2 ways to adapt to bad teammates, and one of them... Wait, I can't hear anything. Hold up. What's wrong with my audio? Give me a second. Why can't I hear anything from the game? Let me figure out my audio input over here. Something's not quite right. I can't even hear myself when my headphones are all weird right now. Hold up. Oh, I think that's the issue. There we go. Okay, now I can hear things. So I'm glad you guys can hear it, but for some reason my desktop audio was muted for me. So I couldn't hear myself talk in OBS. I couldn't hear the game, but I got it unmuted. We're fine. I don't know how I muted it, but we're fine. Okay. Honestly, some games you will just lose, just accept that the team is going to be a mess and move on. Yes. So that's the second way that you adapt to bad teammates. Don't let it tilt you, and don't let it affect any of your other games. So I actually essentially got off after this game. My brother and I played as a duo, and I checked out. We treated it like a warm-up game. We didn't care win or lose. We just played our game. We ended up winning. It was fine. And we took our win, and we actually got off the game. But I got off I'm going to try and win some games and see if we can push my rank up and whatever. That part I checked out because it was affecting the rest of my games. Or it would have. If I had kept queuing, it would have been tilt queuing for sure after this experience. So that's the second way you adapt to bad teammates, is don't tilt queue and don't let it tilt you. Don't let it affect the rest of your games. But the first one is do your best to prepare for that in the early game by glazing your teammates and establishing yourself as the confident IGL in your calls, and have a way to communicate with your teammates so that they'll actually listen to you, because you can actually coordinate bad teammates. And even if it's a bad play, if it's good coordination, it can work out. like a bad mid boss call, but with 6 of you coordinating on it, can actually be good because then the enemy team comes in discoordinated, tries to disrupt the bad mid boss call, and you win the fight, and it turns it into a good call. So like, definitely try to work with your teammates throughout the early and mid game, and then in the late game they'll listen to you. In this game, I didn't do that. I thought we were all just chilling, and then in the late game, they just like I think they were tilted. So honestly, when I called us out on a bad play, they thought I was targeting them. Like they felt it was personal, but it was really me just saying like, "Hey, we all just did something really dumb, right?" And they were like, "No, it wasn't dumb. You're dumb. We hate you. Die." And we lost the game. Always give props when your bros get a kill. Yep. Glaze your teammates. We do it every time. My brother and I, every time our teammates get a kill across the map, we're glazing them in voice. Both of us. And then they listen to our comms the rest of the game. It usually works out pretty well, and I didn't do it this game, and I paid the price. But let me just show you the terrible, and don't pay too much attention to the Mo and Krill gameplay. I almost don't want to show you from my perspective because I'm so bad at Mo and so new at him. But whatever. We'll have a humbling experience for Coach Blayton here. I hope I answered your question, Glow. It's kind of a two-part answer. I was so happy I hit that shift just there. When I hit that shift, or not the shift, the lash through the wall there, I was like, heck yeah, I'm a Mo main. It's like the only good play I make the whole game, I think, right there. You guys saw it. The rest is, it's downhill from here. Look at me just eating damage. Like, these trades are so freaking terrible. I don't think I'll have a single good thing to say about me or my team this entire game. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is such a tragic experience. Holy crap, I was thirsty. I just downed this freaking 17 fluid ounce bottle. Alright. I was actually playing new heroes the entire day. Because when I played with my brother, I played McGinnis. I don't play McGinnis either. I've actually been playing new heroes like the last 2 weeks, which is probably why my elos dropped to Ascendant 3 average. Which is just so sad. I was low-key hoping we would have killed the Lash there, but we get him right here, so it's fine. So I'll glaze my Venator, because he actually had a pretty decent early game, I think. And, like, that kill was good. Like, for him to recognize that I was going in, and I was gonna take damage from the tower, so he pushed up and got the kill, so that Mo didn't get the kill, is actually pretty clutch.
I see Kelvin.
I also, like, never use my disarm, which is terrible.
Pull back.
You got expensive taste. I love it.
Look at me just greedily not buying extra regen either. I just stay in lane. You can grab those boxes through the wall there, as you saw. You don't know that tech. I take so much damage here. 1 HP. 1. Literal 1. Dude, I'm just freaking out here. And my Venator's like, you're good. Just stay there. Just stay there. Oh my gosh. Literal 1 HP is crazy work. I'm so freaking greedy. Extra regen is like, just gets me out of that entire situation. I don't know what I was doing. I have no pressure on the lane. I'm like, I don't even think I get to bridge buffs because we just are constantly low HP. So I like want to get over there, but the way that they're pressuring me, and then I can't take the jump pad because they're right behind me. See them trying to hyperline me. And then Lash is already up there, so I'm just chilling out.
I see the enemy.
Take a ton of damage from Wraith too. Jeez. This should be a what not to do video. I'm like trying to decide what to do, and I also don't know if they're pushing me or not based on the comms, so I keep like ducking into these, what do you call them, the little rooms. I get the solo heal. My teammate called for me to go grab it. And then I've been double knifed, lash ulted, shiv ulted. See, my Venator plays well. Like when he kicks him, he does bait the parry because he hasn't upgraded his 2 yet. So he just baits parry. That way he can. And then I call for my teammates. I'm like, hey, do we have kill potential over here? And I boost as soon as I get it and head over here to try and trade Ivy. And it's like the most scuffed garbage you've ever seen in your life. Like, I don't even know how that missed, to be honest with you. And then I don't want to steal farm, so I GTFO, 25-second gank. I'll take that, actually. Not bad. But then we're losing blue. Venator has boost, though, thank goodness. It's my boost right now. Lash is mega low, but we get the kill. That was weird in the recording. I'm tanking the tower for Venator. I didn't want him to take as much damage as he got out.
Good luck completing the ritual.
And then I'm asking my team if we have kill potential over here, but then they killed the Wraith on my way over. And then I said, yo, we kill the snowman. And we give it our best shot. I actually can't remember if we do. I think we do. So I parry the tower and pop bolts on him, and then it gives us time to kill the tower and kill him. And then I accidentally steal the kill. And then I try and give Calico some pressure here with the disarm, but we decide to just get out. There's no point in staying. We'll just still farm on our way out and whatnot. We trade Guardian, or they trade Guardian rather, they get blue. And then I leave a minion. Because I'm a dirty, rotten, nasty. Always. And then, unfortunately here, we take a lot of damage. And I get pulled out of my burrow. And I get double ulted again. Apparently that's their thing. It's just double ulting me. And then I think Calico trades the last here. I actually can't remember. Maybe not. She's still chasing him. There he goes, yeah. It's a really late trade, but we get it. See, Calico's like good at the video game. In fact, he was my only competent teammate. Unfortunately. And that includes me. The 5 of us were useless, and he was good. The poor fella. And then I leave a minion so it doesn't respawn. Calico's hovering me here because we just stole Sinners.
Ava's almost ready. I have eyes on Wraith.
Calico left, so I left. We don't have shop. I'm sad.
Shadow Melt's not ready.
Someone's gonna be cleaning the concrete, but it ain't gonna be you.
I see the enemy.
Apollo's in my jungle. Like, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm just trying not to fall behind in farm. Trying to box max. Get some of these random tier 2s. I'm trying to still farm on their side of the map when I can, but
This always weirds me out.
overall, we're just in an odd spot. We're not picking up Earn. I probably should have called it way sooner. We're like 20 seconds late on Earn. Maybe later, because we're still not grabbing it. So that's another, like, lack of communication. Because I'm learning a new hero. I've got so much to focus on to not, like, feed and throw the game that I'm not making, like, normal good comms. I take so much damage here, and they just slow me down so much. Unreal.
The urn has been dropped.
Okay, so we start grabbing Urn to bring it across the map and fight a minute late. Also, my Viper complained about Kelvin as a hero, not as a player, like the whole freaking game. He was just constantly complaining about him, and like, I get it. I don't like Kelvin either, and him freezing stamina and whatnot is all like really annoying. But it was literally like his only comms, other than challenging me on the fact that we threw the game in 2 separate fights. And I feel like they were so close together, it might actually feel like one fight. I just can't move, jeez. Need slow resist. So this is a game where like my build was just terrible. Instead of getting Warp Zone, I should have just gotten Enduring Speed for the slow resist. It would have helped a lot. I can't even move this freaking mole around. Jeez. Bro gets caught in the dome. I tried to hold her in the Ivy Vines for more damage, but team just left, so. And then she gets healed by the snowball. I'm 1v4. By the way, this is the overarching theme of the game. Teams back here already. We're just gone. And we're trying to save the walker, but, you know, we like gave up on the urn fight and just dipped.
They've taken our yellow walker.
They Uber eated the enemy urn while playing. I mean, they tried. Overall, it was just a fat misplay for that urn. The urn delivery, we gave up a walker. I mean, it was like, there was a lot going wrong with that fight, for sure. Like, we delivered that urn, I think, and then they got our walker.
Shadow Melt's not ready.
My hitbox is just so much bigger than heroes I'm used to playing, so I just like eat so much damage I'm not ready to eat.
We can put these souls to good use. Broadway is under attack. Fighting Maurice. You know how hard it is to keep Maurice down?
I constantly have to catch waves. Feels bad. It is what it is. This is Ascendant 3 gameplay for my team, by the way. Average. Well, the average is probably a little higher because I'm in the game, but it is Ascendant 3 average overall.
Go, Mo.
I can't remember what the comm was here, but I don't go for bridge buff on purpose. You see me like start to go towards it and then route back to lane. There's some sort of comm there, and I can't remember what it was. I wish I had the comms here. People also need to learn when to trade objectives. I think the biggest problem with Ascendant 2 is not knowing which objectives to trade. Sometimes it's okay to give up a walker for an urn. Yeah, there are scenarios where it is the right play, but I think in Ascendant it's also like not knowing what or how to trade it properly. I do forget this is a retake urn for a second. You'll see how I route for depot. So first I catch the blue wave. But then I go this way on accident. And I'm like, shoot, this is the wrong direction. You see me correct. But I do get the retaker in, which is really big for us. I don't bother securing souls because Venator's in 1v2 on the walker. So I just trust that nobody's denying the souls. But yeah, we lose a second walker for retake urn. So every time we get an urn, we're losing a walker, which is just really bad for us in terms of map space, tempo, and their ability to scale. So retake urn for walker usually is a much better trade for us because retake urn and retake souls are way more important. But when we lost urn for regular walker was pretty bad. Or when we lost... Okay, I do counter this ult. That's like the last good play I make, I think, right there. And then I'm just hovering this lash, making sure you can't get out. I was actually hoping he would parry me, so he'd stop using movement to get away from my team. But he just took the heavy melee like a champ and died. So now we've traded our walker essentially, so retaker and plus walker. So now we're back in this. It's a 5k soul difference. Pretty decent. Now Calico gets mega gang banged here. Literally a 4v1 in mid and somehow gets out because he's a Chad.
Shape your destiny.
That reactive barrier from Apollo actually came in so clutch here.
We need to keep the advantage.
I'm pretty much asking if my teammates have kill potential, like if they can help me, but then I can't get in range of my ult by the time the comm comes in that they are going to help me, and I die to knives. And then the team just runs.
This is only the beginning.
So it was actually like semi-winnable, but they started running right as I died or right before, and Viper dies in the ult as well. Then Ivy dies. But like they could have traded Shiv and been in a 3v3 really easily. But yeah, a recurring theme all game is exactly it. Run from fight, scared, tail between the legs, Ascendant players is the exact problem with this whole game. I get afflicted, which is so freaking bad for me. I'm gonna go back because I can't see like proper cooldowns. So I apologize, but we're gonna watch this back so I can see things. Yeah, so I have nothing on cooldown except for Warp Stone. I thought it was going down and I missed the like dome timing and my brain was off by like half a second, so I used one stamina into the wall. So I'm asking if we have kill potential. The comms come in that yes, and so then I'm trying to find this Apollo. But I think he's coming up here to his team, and instead he goes down the rest of the subway towards like teleporter. And so then I just clear this camp. I'm like, whatever. I missed the Apollo. And then everybody's backing out of the fight, because that's what we do best. So then I try and make it to bridge buff. I do get there in time. That was really weird. I got stuck on the edge. I've never had that happen to me before, so I was like a little bit lost. And then I go, that was awkward. I'm pretty sure my squishy was watching me at that moment. He made fun of me for that too, because I'm only Eternus. And I ask if there's kill potential. I'm always asking my teammates if there's kill potential. Pretty sure the answer is always no, because they're so freaking scared of the enemy team. So I think about like farming, getting boxes or whatever, but there's an urn to be had. And I think Viper and I call to trade urn for yellow here. Because I'm pretty sure I tell him, and then we decide we're going to boost, like we're going to full commit. And Ivy's over there too. So Ivy's already flying over. I boost up to catch up with him. We give urn, we trade Walker. Because this is one of those times where comeback souls, getting the Walker is actually more important here than the urn. Because we're so far behind. You guys didn't see that though. I didn't get stomped, you got stomped. That wasn't me. Somebody else's VOD, I think. And then I almost got hyperlines. That was not even close. People get so scared, they're low too. Yeah. That's another difference between Ascendant and Eternus players, is Eternus players can have like 400 HP, but if the team's going in, they'll just find a way to make impact. We ain't resetting. No way. Resetting is a waste of time and space. I could probably get an ability off before I die. You just gotta pick your timing and your positioning well when you're low. You don't have to reset. And Ascendant players are like, bro, they used an ability. I gotta get out of here. I don't know why we're even here still. I think this ends up being like a pretty useless fight. Yeah, Lash wastes ult. I calm, Lash ult did nothing, and we're like wanting to kind of take a fight, but then I don't think we actually do anything. We'll have to see what happens. This is one of those times where like we have ult advantage. We probably could have just killed some bad guys and won the game, but we'll see what happens. I think we kill Shiv. I think Venator gets a Shiv kill. I'm gonna ult Apollo instantly. Oh no, I wait for the riposte. Oh my gosh. Okay, second good play of the game. If Flash blows ult, go in. Yeah, we had ult advantage. We had 6v6. Oh, I miss a parry there, and it was actually just so sad, and so I give them a free kill. So now we've gone 2 for 2. And it's looking pretty grim. Or as I like to say, glim. Because it's glum and grim. So it's like twice as bad. Let's just watch the minimap and fast forward through this. Look at your Ivy. Hold up. Let me see what you're referencing here. Let's watch Ivy. Run past Lash, run away to base, play behind the entire team, full HP, watching his teammates play the game, spectating. Oh, by the way, they back so far up. How far from the fight they are? Yeah. So,
Be right back.
by the way, this was like verbatim the comms at the end of the game. I was saying something along the lines of, this was a terrible play. We can't possibly make that kind of mistake or we're going to lose this game. And they all go crazy. They're very hurt and sad and they need their moms to make them feel better. And we have our little emotional fest of crying and whining and weeping and wailing and gnashing of teeth. Okay? And then I make a comment and I realize in the moment, Eternus players would never think this way. None of the Eternus players that I play with, and maybe I should say like mid Eternus, because maybe Eternus 1 is like basically Ascendant 6, but like anyway, I think to myself, this is Ascendant. Like they are defending a bad play and they're taking it personally rather than regrouping as a team. And so I make that comment out loud. I'm like, this is Ascendant, isn't it? And I think it was Ivy, maybe it was somebody else, but verbatim, they were like, you're acting like that's so different. Like you're any higher rank. And I was like, bruh, that, what Ivy just did is exactly why I thought I was an Ascendant and made the comm and was upset.
Pull back.
Because we've, like, I kid you not, just refuse to make any plays as a team. And when we do, or when we don't even recognize that it's like the bad play. It was so tilting. I'm tilted just doing a VOD review. I can't watch the part after they get mid-boss. Yeah, I actually think I should just... There's actually gonna come a point in this game where I think I'm just gonna ask you guys what you think went wrong. And I'm gonna stay silent. Because A, I'm actually just gonna mute my mic and cry. And B, I want you guys to see how much better you are than my Ascendant teammates were. Because you're going to recognize what went wrong, like, instantly. I guarantee it. I know you guys will pick it up. Oh, that knife was just so good. So I get owned here. We actually all get owned. Let me fast forward.
Nice work.
We go 5 for 1. It's pretty bad. They get mid-boss. By the way, the comm here is like, hey, we can't die outside of base. We gotta be very careful. But then Calico finds Lash. And so I go, no, kill Lash. He's way out of position. So 7 actually follows me in. And I think I comm, let's kill him twice. Because I'm like so confident that we're gonna be able to kill him. Oh no, I comm don't kill him twice. I comm get out. That was the comm. Now I remember. Because I said, there's no way we can kill him twice. They're all here. Like every man for himself, like GTFO. And then I get lash ulted in my burrow again from across the freaking world. So freaking lame. I get nuked. Viper goes down too.
You're making me do this.
Calico does get out though, and I think we get another rejuve. Yeah, we just got Apollo rejuve. So we went 2 for 2, essentially. And then Calico applies a bunch of pressure here. So I say 7, yo, go for that depot on Urn, because Calico's about to pull them all up. Okay? Their Shiv is good. He pumps major damage. Yeah. And yeah, our whole team was chasing Apollo. It is what it is. Calico does his best. I was actually spectating this whole thing. He's doing his best to avoid damage and get the heal minion. And unfortunately, Wraith just eats him alive. But yeah, we tried, and we do get the Urn. And Calico got a bunch of pressure here. And that actually alleviates so much time that we actually get a permakill and a rejuve. So teammates actually played this really well. But then we all die, pretty sure. Die. Yeah, and then I'm back. Okay. So then me and Ivy are like, okay, let's just play on our shrines. I think that was my comment. I said, let's play on the second shrine. Because first shrine just gets melted. We're going to play on the second one. This is where we stop watching. It's all sad. Calico has actual game sense. Yeah, Calico forced them back into blue and was able to find a pick. I make him get cursed. I'm doing my best to just make it annoying. Viper somehow doesn't follow the game plan at all. By the way, he's one of the Ascendant is the same as Eternus, playing like this. Just FYI, throwing that out there. I don't want to out him too much, but I do want to remember his name. Okay, so then I think I get owned here, actually. Pretty sure they decide that I need to go. Yeah, there's the Wraith ult, and so there's nothing I can do. They just give up on the shrine altogether, and they're like, yo, kill Mo, and I go down. Let's watch Calico. Let's have some faith in humanity. So our patron's gonna go down here. It's like after this, you know, actually from here on, okay, pause luck. I think it is from this moment forth that I shall allow my chat to do a professional VOD review of this mom spaghetti moment, as Squishy is calling it, that we need to realize how we need to play this. So I want you guys to think, okay? You're 30k behind. Your patron didn't go down. Okay, big deal. We've got teammates spawning soon. We've got some low healths. We've got a lack of team ults, you know, on their end. I want you to think in your brains, what would I do in this scenario moving forward? And what did this team do wrong? Why did they lose this game? That's what I want you to think. Okay, we're just gonna play the VOD out. We're gonna have a few minutes of mourning and a good reason for therapy. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward. Okay, 2 picks so far, by the way. Okay, 3rd pick. Watch this, Calico. She plays the whole sequence absolutely flawlessly. We lose a teammate. Watch this. Watch. Look at the minimap. Just watch. Yeah, 5v3, by the way. Watch. 5v2. Oh, 5v3 because one just respawned. Hey, Heather. We're doing the saddest VOD review of all time. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing here? Heather, this is my therapy right here, because this is me yesterday off stream. My elos dropped so low, I'm in Ascendant 3 average, and my team was just so bad. And so we're VOD reviewing it because the clickbait title of the video that I'm gonna post on this is why you're stuck in Ascendant and the difference between Ascendant and Eternus. I have post traumatic plat disorder, and this is why we play Counter-Strike 2 off stream. It's to exercise the demons. I need a different Valve game. Sometimes it's just really bad. Anyway, yeah, we had a whole argument for like the rest of the game basically, because I hurt their feelings by pointing out that we made a bad play. So I'll tell you right now. Right here. This is where we lost the game, for those who don't know. Right here. This is where we lost the game. I need everybody to just watch Calico. I'm gonna watch it from her perspective. This is the moment. 29 minutes in and we lost the game. All of this is just the inevitable This is the Thanos of the game. I mean, this is him just snapping his fingers. Watch this. The rest of it's so sad. It's actually so sad. Watch the mini map too. Look at this enemy team. This is Ascendant enemy team. Look at them. Look at how bad they are. We are in a 5v3 and they start pushing out of their walker. They start pushing. And I've got two... I actually am going to have to like bite my tongue. There's so many adjectives that will get me banned from Twitch for my teammates right now. Like it's just this is how we lost, by the way. Successfully baited them into what could have been a 5v3. Venator goes down because Ivy's in base right now. Or Viper, I mean. And then look, we finally group up. And instead of killing the entire enemy team, we like get a walker. Like, this is a game of objectives, but do it when they're all dead. This late in the game, kill some bad guys. And then look, we even group up still. We're still grouped up, and we get another kill as a team almost. And then what are we? I actually can't. Should we watch it again from a different perspective? Let's watch it from a runner. This is a grade A running away from fights player. I'll try not to show his name too much. Watch. We're playing as a team. He's getting a lot of damage. He's owning some kids. And then this. You just got a kill. You're in a 5v3 scenario. And this is the decision we made. This is it. This is the game-winning play. By the way, in his brain, he's the same as Eternus. It's basically the same.
I see Lash. Die, V.
Fall back!
This is what we're doing, by the way. This was the game-winning call. Should we watch it again from a different perspective? Is it painful enough yet? Is anybody sad enough yet? Hold up. Let's watch this. Let's watch this from Seven's perspective. It's not just one teammate. That's the problem. I could pick any teammate right now, and it's the same freaking story. Hold up. Okay, we come over. We help Calico. Fantastic. We help Calico. Venator goes down. For some reason, we decide to kill the walker, which is not the worst play in the world. Okay, it's not the worst, but this is the worst. Oh wait, it might be winnable. Maybe I should play with my team. Oh my gosh, you guys, we better run. Yeah, we just killed their team. We better run away from dead bodies. That's scary. Oh wait, we could have been fighting. Oh wait, we could have been fight. No, we better run. Yeah, we better run. Viper's all the way back here already, by the way. We dodged the lash ult. Better keep going though. We've got ult. Bridge buffs right there though. Yo guys, look over here. There's a camp over here, by the way, guys. I'm the same as Eternus, by the way, guys. Oh, there's a wave over here, by the way. You guys want to watch it from a different perspective? Yeah, this is a lash ult situation. Okay, hold up. I got one more perspective for you. I got one more. Wait, did I just go the wrong direction? No, I just went too far. Okay, hold up. We just need to fast forward. This is just... Okay, so we fight in base. We almost lose our patron. Da. It's like 29 minutes into the game. Okay, then we start pushing them back. Then we start winning the game. Calico baits them out because they're Ascendant players, so they got baited out of their walker in a numbers disadvantage situation. They should have all died. We should have won the game. Okay, so we're gonna help our teammate. No, we're not. We're gonna kill a wave. We could be winning the game. By the way, you don't actually need to be on the walker at this point. You cleared the wave. Go kill some bad guys now. But anyway, okay, we decide to kill Walker. Not the end of the world. Okay, no, I mean it's fine. What is this? Where are you going? Where are you headed? Oh wait, my teammate's fighting? Wait, okay. Okay. Yep. Yep. This is, yep. 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 Oh wait, I could be fighting with my team? Wait, is this a team MOBA? No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I'm out of here. No. Nope, that looks scary in there. I don't know about this. I don't know. It's look. Oh, they're chasing somebody. I don't want it to be me. I'm next. I am number 4. Oh my gosh. I actually can't. I actually can't. You guys. I actually can't. Alright. I haven't even been looking at chat. I've just been weeping and wailing. When you have numbers at 30 minutes, always press W. He's playing so far back, landing sons. Yeah, so let me summarize the entire issue with this game and why Ascendant players are different from Eternus players. Is Ascendant players don't know how to properly press an advantage. And that is literally a 1-sentence summation of what happened here. Like, this summary is as simple as we don't know how to press our advantage. We got a pocket kill in a 5v3 and went backwards. We went backwards. Like, there's just so little brain power happening right here. It hurts to watch. Viper's clearing waves. Venator's gonna be up soon to clear your waves out of your base. You do not need to be tail between your legs back here. You need to be big peepee, big strong like bull, kill bad guy with your team in a numbers advantage. And now we're at even numbers, about to lose the game because they have the soul lead. That was it. That whole fight, that whole series of events, starting with Calico getting the pick of a lifetime on their strongest player, putting us in a 5v3 scenario, and the whole team not booking it because the idiots on the enemy team actually came out and fought in a 3v5. They actually took the bait. They were like trout flopping out of the water at the end of the fishing line, and we ran the other direction. It actually pains me that I was a part of this experience. The worst part is probably that I was playing just as bad as all of them, but I was willing to recognize it. And when I tried to bring it up, so we wouldn't make that same mistake ever again throughout the rest of the game, because we'd been running from every fight since minute 1, they all were like, no, you're dumb. You're bad. You run from fights when you have numbers advantage, don't you know? That's like, when you have 7 ult, go pick up the bridge buff. It's been sitting there for a while. That's the decision making that we went through in this game. It was, I mean, should we just watch the rest of VOD? Can I have a moment of silence? Let's just watch what happens since we ran from the fight. By the way, this could all be death timers by now. Yesterday. It could have been death timers a minute ago. And they'd still be death timers because we're 30 freaking minutes into the game. There were like small errors, like clearing the blue wave instead of ulting into a team fight with IVL and killing everybody that's on top of your Calico. Like, that's a small error. Big error is like kill the pocket in a 5v3 scenario, run back to base. That's like, I'll never understand. I don't even care that they were afflicted. Like, it just doesn't even matter. It actually doesn't matter. In that scenario, it has 0 impact on the fight. There's no backing out of that 5v3. Let's watch this from my perspective. This is me witnessing what's happening. I come in to fight and we are running for the hills. So I think, all right, that's fine. We can fight in base. That's fine. I'll fight in base. No biggie. They're backing out, so I'm like, all right, well, if they're going to back out, I'll reset. Let me get some healing really quick. They're not even pushing our base. Look at how bad this enemy team is. What are they doing? This is what we lost to. What is more important than downing our patron in a numbers advantage fight, ult advantage fight? What could they possibly be thinking in their brains right now? They should have downed the patron and they would have been back for mid-boss spawn. Patron should have been down 40 seconds ago. And I lost to this enemy team. Bro, sinners. You're actually right. Hold up. Gotta get those souls. I think they do need more. Yeah, I don't think they can win the game with a 25k soul lead in mid-boss. They probably shouldn't even push our base with mid-boss. Look, we even get a pick. We insta-rejuve. Like, there's hope and happiness. I can't. I actually can't. We're just gonna watch the VOD. I've said my piece. I actually haven't. I still need therapy. And then we all die. I try and back out after we got our 1 kill. We got our 1 rejuve because I want to fight in base. And we do what we can. And then I start to try and delay. I'm like, hey, maybe they'll chase me. Maybe I'll delay. But there's no delaying. I mean, Patron's going down. They still have 1 rejuve. And it's just me and Calico. And then me and Shiv have a moment here. As I realize there is no hope in Ascendant. If they can't recognize that this was a throw, you're forever going to be in plat. And that's exactly the problem with these Ascendant players. I won't say all Ascendant players are like this, because most Ascendant players are just going through the motions of getting to Eternus. Like, they are very good at the game, and it's just going to take enough time and enough reps and enough of that 53% win rate to actually get them to where they deserve to be. So not all Ascendant players are like this, but I played with literally 4 Ascendant players that are the definition of hard stuck. They can't recognize when a play was bad. They can't learn from their mistakes. They just justify them. And they do not know how to press their advantage. They run from it. I mean, that is like literally the exact definition of plat chat in every other game. And that is why I'm completely and totally convinced that Eternus 6 isn't even the best that we will see. Like, Eternus 6 is only Eternus 6 because the player pool is this low. I think these Ascendant players are going to be down in Archon when this game is full release and we 100x the player pool. They are not as good as they think they are. The rank just gives them the confidence to justify their mistakes, and it's terrible. The higher you get in Elo, the fewer opportunities you have to win the game. Think of it like the playoffs in sports. High-level teams make fewer mistakes. If you see an opportunity, you have to take it or punish the mistake. Exactly. We even had the enemy team throw a couple of times. Like, you saw at the end there, they backed out of downing our patron. That was a throw. And we couldn't capitalize on it because we were throwing harder. This was literally a game of who threw harder, and we did. It was terrible. This team failed to take mom's spaghetti. Exactly. You got to seize the moment to get everything you ever wanted. But unfortunately, we lost ourselves in the moment and lost all brain power and game sense. Okay, anyway, I don't have much time. The streaming is gonna come to an end. I literally have nothing else planned. I only loaded up the stream to give myself a rant session and therapy, and you guys got the brunt of that, so you're welcome. Yeah, so pretty horrible. I also don't know what this was. Like, we're so far behind. This is like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't usually care about builds a whole lot. To each their own. He outdamaged a support Moan Curl. What can I say? I mean, that's about all I have to say about that. Anyway, the Preakness Stakes is in like an hour and a half for my horse race aficionados. Heather, you better be watching it. Also, chat, purple is always better than green. The heck does that even mean? Oh, purple items are better than green items. Yeah. That we learned that from Lomain. Yeah, so low main did say that we don't need green items. Who was he playing? Squishy? Who was he playing when he said that? Somebody suggested that he buy a certain item which was green, and he was like, no, that's green. We don't need that. We just need more purple. I think it was like Shiv or something. I can't remember now, but he was literally just building like full purple, no greens. And because he's low main, he's still eating people alive. So take it from low main. Green items are a waste. Actual bait. Not actually. I'm being facetious. Anyway, this is an example of what not to do. It is my pride and joy to have been a part of this humbling and terrible experience. And I have to say, I'm not thrilled about my current elo. And always remember, you have to check your minimap and clock or Rumple's fart skin will lash you. Exactly, Heather. Always check the minimap and clock. Unfortunately, for my team, they decided that instead of 7 ulting in a 5v3 scenario and winning the game, that we should go get the bridge buff. So I think in that case, it did kind of hurt in some ways. Viper looked at the minimap and said, you know what? 5v3 teams fighting, there's a tier 2 camp that I gotta go clear really fast. That's more important for sure. MOBAs require a lot of multitasking and split-second decisions to decide the game. Yeah, unfortunately, it isn't until like you get really locked in players or Eternus level players that they're able to make those decisions and commit to them, because a lot of times committing to a bad decision is better than sitting on like whether we should make a good decision or not and delaying the decision altogether. Eternus players don't waste time, they're decisive and efficient. Yeah, it really is probably the biggest difference between Eternus and Ascendant is the ability to commit to decision making, even if it's a bad call. I was in an Eternus game the other day, and it actually was an Eternus game. Like, I don't know why I got into Ascendant 3, but that's a completely different animal to cover. But we called a 16-minute, 30-second mid-boss, and I kid you not, as the Rejuve crystal was lowering, we started to have the conversation on whether this was actually a good play or not. But there were 6 of us down there, and the enemy team contested us, and we got all 3 Rejuves, won the fight, and ended up having tempo and won the game. But we literally didn't question the call of mid-boss until Rejuve crystal was lowering, and we had like a little bit of free time to think. There was a call, we were all on blue, we had gotten 3 kills, so we decided to drop down. But because it was 60-minute 30, by the time we actually killed the mid-boss, they were all alive because death timers were slow. But we were willing to commit to the call instantly. There was no delay. We were just like, yeah, that's a pretty good call, and we just started sliding down the stairs. There was no like, no, that's a bad call, or but wait a second, there's a tier 2 camp, or like just nothing. Like you just play the game. And unfortunately, Ascendant players would rather argue about the fact that they think they're the same as Eternus than actually win a 5v3 as a team in a 6v6 hero shooter MOBA. Yeah, unfortunately, that is the experience we had. They make the decisions ahead of time, like after this pick go mid, plan the game out. 60-minute mid boss is really sketch, but it works if everyone is there. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It only worked because we were coordinated. So coordination on bad plays and instant decision making is way better than hesitation and disorganized good plays every time. Anyways, I kid you not, I'm ending the stream. That's all I wanted to review today. I needed the therapy. I needed to yell at you guys. Oof, same thing in Rivals. Plat players are so bad. Exactly, Heather. Yeah, I mean, this is literally a gaming phenomenon across all games and platinums. All games and all platforms. Platinum is the epitome of, I know enough about the game that I think I'm better than I am, and I justify my mistakes so that I feel even better than that. That's the definition of post-traumatic plat disorder. Exactly. I'm like, get me out of this elo. Yep, that's where I'm at now. Somehow I've dropped into like Ascendant freaking lobbies, so I have to climb my way back out of this misery. We think we're good, but we're actually Garbo. Exactly. Okay, you guys, thank you for listening to my soapbox. can't wait to post this video and see what kind of reactions I get from all the Ascendant players that I probably am gonna hurt their feelings, but it's okay. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And hope you enjoyed my tilted ranting session that is gonna cause me to need a week break from Deadlock. But other than that, yeah. I will see you guys all next week, and Preakness Stakes in 90 minutes. Just saying, watch the horse races. They're dope. All right, see you guys.